Live.
Boom, we're live. Are we live?
Is this episode 4?
Ooh, 4.
Yep.
We'll lose
1, 2,
track.
3, 4.
Look at that.
2021. How many episodes are there?
12.
How many? How many hours?
Hold on. It's
How many?
12 hours
12,
of boom, baby.
Boom.
12 hours of boom. All right.
Episode 4. We had Rob and Jeremy scheduled. Rob had a mix-up. Couldn't make the show. No worries. Don't hate on Rob and Jeremy.
I think it's just the time changes.
Yeah.
It's Central, and we're on daylight savings
he thought we were
time.
Eastern time or Central. Can't make it. We are going to be winging this one, which we're good at.
Yeah, we can wing.
It's good timing though, because I've got some.
Yes.
I've got ribs and brisket on the smoker, which is for later. But I had some ham and cheese sliders and some jalapeno poppers to put on for lunch.
Like a smoking chef,
which is on there now. So
you want the black?
I'll be in and out.
Or the ruby?
I want ruby.
The port. I like this
ruby. We decided to stick with a lighter whiskey again.
40%.
40%.
All right. Making sure. Yes.
Famous Grouse, ruby cask, smoky black.
Yep.
Great buys. You know, I saw this. I was running around with my nephew the other day, and this was like $15 somewhere here in town. I saw
great
for the ruby cask.
Yeah.
Lana Sutton. Hi guys, I've missed you. I saw Lana was tuning in the last one, last show.
Ooh, that is tasty.
Let's see who we got already over here. Big Dog, Ardbaggy, Mark Saliba, Robert G, good one. Boom goes on. Eric Waite, Whiskey Studies, Christmas on Crestline.
Hello, Christmas. Hello, Christmas.
Your mic doesn't work.
Again,
so you have to go there.
I would have done this then. Hello, Christmas. Hello.
Eric Waite, Whiskey Studios. I think I said Tom R. Pete Head, Amy, Simon Del Vecchia, Nurse Dave Shaving World, Chris Buzalencia.
Now you nailed it. That's it. You can put it in phonetically if you wish.
Time for a dram. Gregor, Whiskey Lovers Society. Go Habs. Mark Goins is here.
Woo.
Maybe he's been here earlier. I just
could have
been.
You know, it's starting to already blur. It is.
Grace. We just interviewed Grace for 45 minutes. It went quick. I didn't even really have too much of a chance to watch comments and stuff.
Yep. Great dialogue back and forth. Perfect. Her agronomy, I think. She's an agronomist. What was funny was we are out at Seamus Duggan's farm. She's like immediately studying the barley and the growth and plucking a piece and then pulling it apart and looking at it. You could just see her love for like the seed, the grain that was there. It was amazing. And then him talking about how that's a different heirloom variety. It was very cool. I come from a family of farmers, so it was really cool being on Seamus's farm. So that was definitely the highlight of the Ireland trip for me. Tasting in the warehouse was right there too. Hang out with Mark and looking at the map, all of it. It was such a fun trip.
Chris says, LOL, you guys are getting better. Well, you should see us hour 12.
Yeah, phenomenal.
By the way, cousin Shane and Shakes Pennington should be here at some point.
The Whiskey Scout was going to come in and help out. He said, thanks for inviting. Now, maybe he had some other stuff going on too.
We're
Scott
cooking.
Actually,
I'm cooking for like eight people.
800 people.
Maybe.
Yeah, you never know. That also 40% ABV. We are trying to go a little bit mild as we go. We do have to do 12 hours of shows. So feel like I'm watching a fashion show with the wardrobe changes. Oh yes,
I've been static.
Yeah. Well, but I'll change and then I'll switch out hats as well. And I like having the rolling wardrobe.
Doug Chris Oak turning in. Doug was here for our 5th anniversary. Grace was great, Doug says.
She is. She's so knowledgeable. Did you only bring one shirt?
I brought a couple others.
Oh,
just in case.
Just
in case I spilled something.
Get sweaty. So no, we're doing good here. We probably will have to eat on camera a couple times. That's fine. Just know that'll happen.
Oh, we got ham and cheese sliders. They're pretty
so good. Do we get a visual
clean
update on the barbecue? came here for the whiskey, staying for the meat. I love it. You'll have to take
Yeah.
some shots.
Well, we can show when I
Some still
bring
shot,
him
yeah.
in. Can we can't take one of the cameras out there.
No, but you could
Could we?
definitely do a little presentation.
Phone. Maybe if I hooked in with my phone,
Well,
took the
maybe,
phone out, switched.
Or you just take some still shots and then screen share it. That'd be good.
I will probably discuss. Okay, so these ham and cheese sliders. I saw this on Instagram, so I can't take credit for these. A 12-pack of the Hawaiian sweet rolls.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
Slice them in half. Keep the 12 together. Layer it with ham, and
you keep the 12 together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Layer it with ham. I use provolone cheese and cheddar cheese. A little bit of mustard. Put the top bun back on. Butter and everything bagel seasoning on top. They're pretty tasty. I tested them a couple weeks ago.
Everything bagel seasoning.
Yep, everything
I don't
bagel.
know if I've had everything bagel. That's pretty cool.
And then my stuffed jalapenos, I smoke them, have them, de-seed them.
Again, the having.
I take cream cheese with cilantro, lime juice, garlic, bacon.
That's what I'm talking about. I would have been stuck at the de-seeding. You said that so easily. I was like, you did what?
Cheddar cheese and Gouda cheese on top of them, and then a little sriracha to make just in case the jalapeno isn't hot enough. Smoked.
Wow, talking dirty. Dirty food talk.
Lana says that sounds yummy. So yeah, well, the ham sliders are on there. Probably within a few minutes they'll be done. I'll go check them and we'll show you.
We had a heck of a time. You got over here early. We're trying to get the smoker up and running, and I had it just plugged into some normal outlets outside, and it kept blowing my GFIs.
I know,
which was weird. So we finally went to my shop and plugged it into the shop, and then that worked fine. So yeah, for a second there we were getting nervous.
But we've got ribs and brisket and links for later, and Shane calls them armadillo eggs. Jesse Voisin is watching. He's eating dinosaur eggs, probably the same thing. Yeah. A stuffed whole jalapeno wrapped in sausage and beef and then bacon. So I'll put those on, though, in a little bit. Let me go. My timer just went off. Let me go check the ham sliders. A little bit of
coffee. Very good. Very
quick,
good.
And I'll be back.
Yep. So a couple of things coming up. Obviously, we're going to have Balcones is going to be on. And when we have Balcones on, we're going to be talking about their Mirador. So you'll hear more about this. Their Mirador uses refill barrels. So Texas, especially Waco, Texas, where Balcones is at, it will get the wood influence can be so strong that they literally can't leave them to age too long or they'll get over oaked. So by using these refill barrels, it's very nice. My version of the 2018 Mirador was one of the best buys I ever made. I was down in Total in Dallas, and I picked up one, and I wished I would have grabbed 2 or 3. They did send me a 2020 saying, try this new version, and it does taste a little bit different. So when Scott comes in and we get to that part of the show, I'm curious to see what he thinks. I actually like the 2018 version a little better, but we'll see. So the 2018 harkens me back to more like, it feels like I could almost be tricked if you gave it to me blind. I might think it was a Scotch. Whereas the 2020 version had a little bit touch of that sagebrush, which is not bad. But when I pick up some of that sagebrush kind of Texas flavor, it sends me to Texas. So we'll see if Scott picks that up. He doesn't know. I'm trying to, he'll be going in blind to that one. Let me see a couple comments coming in. Some of it's crosstalk, which is great. Check the contract. Okay, good. Let's see. The other thing we have coming on will be David Beck. Now, I won't spend too much time, but David had actually reached out to Roy Aquavitae. He is going to kickstart a board game called Distilled. It's as if your uncle died and willed you a distillery, and suddenly you're running it. And how do you make it profitable? And what are you going to do? Are you going to use column still, pot still? What are you looking for? Need some more water?
No,
okay. Got it.
I'm going to hook up a webcam to that. And then when I bring the food in, we can just pick up the webcam and move it and show stuff.
Look at that. That is nice. So David's going to be in. He'll screen share a couple shots. Now, I'm a huge board gamer. I know some folks out there aren't, but this game looks like it's going to be a great way to even kind of get a feel for why distilleries do what they do. Because I know one of the things you can do is like make a gin so you can sell right away and start getting some profit in. You can sell White Dog. You can hold off and barrel things, but then you're going to be money poor for a while. I mean, talking to Waterford, I know they have some backers. There's some silent partners who I don't know who they are, but boy, did they need it, because when you look at their 6 warehouses, they're gigantic, and their palleted whiskey is probably like 8 pallets tall, with something like 6 or 8 barrels per pallet, or maybe 4, I can't remember, all by farmer and then by year. But boy, was the operation impressive. But you can tell, they weren't even selling whiskey when we were out there, and they were already getting ready to build 2 more warehouses. And they had stored so much, of course, they have to age it in order to get it where it needs to be. And you could just tell it was a money-making, or money-sucking process in terms of you better have a lot of cash on hand. So the idea of a game called Distilled was a great idea. There's been some wine vineyard games that have been out, and people love them. And so I'd even had a couple of people say, "Hey, you should make some kind of whiskey game." I'm like, I have no idea. So we'll get more from Dave Beck when he comes in on that. So you're getting ready to set up and show some of the meat you're cooking. What else is going on?
Well, no, I've got, when I bring in like the ham sliders, I can show them with that. I can pick up that camera and move it right there, though.
Got it.
So we're limited by the wire
this
of
camera
the camera.
Up, boom, we're on a little wide angle now. Wide
right.
angle. That looks good. I like your camera better than mine. I covet your camera.
I think it's your laptop.
You think it's just the screen that I'm dealing with? Okay,
yeah.
Could be.
Because the color balance is off all with it and everything, I think it's just your screen.
Okay, got it. Could be. Who knows?
Glencairns. We have new Glencairns and some glasses very similar to these.
Yeah, similar
on order.
Yeah.
They are up on the website. We have added what we call the stamp of approval logo,
which is right there on your shirt.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
We got Glencairns with them and these whiskey tasters, they call them.
Yeah, I like them.
We have the Android head and the Spartan logo Glencairns only available in the Warrior 2-pack now.
Warrior 2-pack. You just got to have it if you want to be a warrior. That's
and the new glasses as well. Underneath the logo, we have a little line.
A little line. This was his idea for a little line. What is the little line doing?
It's roughly a 1 ounce pour.
Roughly showing you what a 1 ounce pour would be.
Yeah.
Which is neat.
They could not do it on the whiskey tasters on the stem glasses that we got, but they can on the Glencairns. So the Android head, the Spartan, if you order the Warrior 2-pack or the new stamp of approval logo, it'll have a roughly 1 ounce pour mark on there for you. We thought that'd be good to. Everybody's always wondering how much did I put?
What is it? Is that an ounce? How true am I? I'm going from the whiskey to the water to the coffee.
I've been doing that too.
Just keeping me running.
I still have a little bit of Waterford whiskey here that I want to drink, along with the famous grouse.
If you can't finish it, give me the Waterford. Famous grouse. What are you talking about? We can fight. Isn't that the famous grouse?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's this other one? You
Waterford.
They're both Waterford.
One of them Seamus Duggins and one's the
Waterford
Cuvée.
famous grouse. Got it. You confused me. Easily confused. I'll sneak in. Watch
there
out.
we go. The sandwiches might be done now. Yeah, I bet you will.
Mm-hmm. I'll sneak in, give you the elbow. Pow! Just come right at you. He's going to go check that, and then we may have this camera thing going on over here. Boom. So a couple secrets. If you're going to do 12 hours of drinking, drink slowly. Okay. Your body can handle about an ounce an hour, depending on who you are. I'm big. I think I can handle an ounce an hour. But you're going to want some other things along the way, a little bit of food here to settle your stomach. So you'll be seeing us doing some of that along the way. Normally, we wouldn't eat during a show, but if you're doing 12 hours, you're going to have to do a little bit. Let's see.
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes, but he held up 3 fingers. Always confusing, just to see if I'm been drinking too
5 more
much.
minutes.
All right. Now, you've been doing the smoker for about 1.5 years, right?
Yeah, a little over. Yeah, wood pellet smoker. Love it. I've got brisket and ribs down pretty good. Pulled pork, chicken wing. Oh, any chicken thighs. Well, any chicken, whole chickens, but chicken thighs and wings.
You brought in a sampler, and the chicken was unbelievably good. Yeah, I mean, it was all good, but that chicken, I was like, whoa.
The armadillo eggs later today. That's a first try. We'll see how they turn out. Cousin Shane wanted those.
Oh, really? So that was his idea?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had them down at La Quinta. Matt, Whiskey Crusaders, buddy brought down a bunch of barbecue. He has
I remember
either a shop or a food truck.
Got it.
But he had the armadillo eggs. So Shane wanted to try them. I said, let's do it.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Time for a dram. Gregor was there. He did 12 hours of boom in 1 hour at La Quinta.
That is true. It gets loud. You're trying multiple. I mean, there's like a smorgasbord of whiskey there. So Matt is from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and he truly claims he's got the second largest whiskey collection in Texas. And he's not kidding. And he said he thought he had the best, but then he met somebody who he can't even name, I think. And he said, no, I can't get close. I'm like, what? Who? I'm thinking, well, I don't know. It's probably some like owner. No, I don't know who it is. He didn't even tell me, so I won't even tease that I might know. Probably somebody famous.
We have talked about last Friday, the 15th, was my retirement. Last day on the job.
You know what's been funny is I had to burn some use or lose, so I've been off the week as well. But I have to go back next week.
That's right.
I can pretend for a little bit.
28 and a half years, it was time to hang it up.
That's right.
It's been a good run, though. I had a blast. A lot of good friends, made a lot of good friends, had a lot of good times, fun times, exciting times.
Yeah, you did exciting stuff.
Pucker times.
You have some pucker.
Came out unscathed.
He did not get shot in the face.
Jimmy Legg was wanting to know if he could have some of my 400 hours of vacation, though. It doesn't work that way, Jimmy.
And you're using it. You're using it to. Yeah. It actually ended up taking you into January, which is where you get a lot of the holidays.
I'm still on the books till mid-January.
Right. They could, if something terrible happened, they could force you to come back.
Ardbaggy is asking as far as our 1 ounce pour. I believe that's 3 centiliters. Because 30 milliliters is an ounce. So I think 3 centiliters would be an ounce pour.
See, once you go metric, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? How much is a liter?
Gregor says he forget quite how measly UK pours are. They almost evaporate before you get it to the mouth. I think he means mouth.
To the mouth. I like that. To the mouth.
To hats.
To hats.
Where's Food Quig at?
Yeah, Quig's. He's probably out working.
Hasn't been tuning in.
He's working. It's nice that Bart didn't ruin your work life as well. Wow, Jimmy. Wow. Ruin your work life.
Do what? Oh.
What's he talking about?
Maybe he knows you.
Yeah, but I'm the one that brings the joy, the humor.
Nurse Dave Shaving World says his glasses don't hold less than 2 ounces.
Oh, boy.
That's probably defective glasses.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You just got to keep filling them. So maybe we'll put your line will be different. Have you seen the trailer for Matrix 4?
No.
Oh my God. He takes the blue pill. And then he can't even remember who Trinity is, nor does she know him. It looks awesome. It looks
Why would he
great.
do that?
I don't know.
He wouldn't do that.
He's doing it. Neo did it. Something's going on. He's taking the blue pill. He's spilling them all over. He's meeting Trinity, and they're like, you seem familiar, like a deja vu thing going on. Oh, my God, it looks good. December 22nd, that's coming out. Can't wait.
Mo Lasses. I'm burning my vacation right now and run up to his retirement at the end of the year. Cannot wait. Good job, right. Mo. I got to tell you, it's been
scary.
No, an easy transition so far. It's
scared.
No, it's just been a sigh of relief. Just I haven't even really thought about having to go back in. It's the other afternoon, Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon. I'm sitting out on my patio with a beer, already relaxing.
I like it. That sounds good. I get a little nervous about that, though. Too much spare time. I don't know if I will have a thing. Lana says, yes, Matrix. Cannot wait. Time for a dram started Dune. Oh, last night. Oh, sad to say, ZZ. Really? I had big hopes for Dune. I was a late reader to the first Dune books, and I think I had a buddy of mine who said, "Man, you got to try. The creation of this Dune universe. I know it's not the Dune universe, but whatever is amazing." And boy, did the books are phenomenal. So I had high hopes, but we'll see. I actually wish they would have done it on HBO or something where it was spread out over 10, 12 seasons, and you'd get to see this whole thing just unfold. I am starting to lose a little bit of interest, although Matrix does it perfect. And I think Matrix 4 will be good, or Top Gun. These canned one-offs that you wouldn't want more than 90 minutes going, and they hit a sweet spot. But some of these, like the Dune universe, or even what Star Wars is about ready to do under Favreau and Filoni, you get this world, this galaxy that could unveil. And I think the new Netflix type media deal is the way to experience those, or HBO with Game of Thrones. Not so much the movies, although you got to admit The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, that was done very well. The way Marvel, all the super movies tied together, that was done very well. But I still lean toward what they're able to do with these shows via HBO Max and all that kind of stuff. All right. He's got a camera. He's going to pull my camera. Let me put it to you. I've switched. We're on to it's split now. You can grab that.
Just grab that.
You want the full camera. You want full camera. Let me give it full blown boom. Full blown boom. Look at this. Look at this. I'll narrate it because they can't hear you. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
All right.
You're a little high. Come down on it, baby. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Steady cam, baby. Steady cam.
Hold this where they can see.
Okay.
So that's just a 12 pack of the Hawaiian sweet rolls. Cut it in half.
Look at
and
that.
And then put in your layer in your ham and your cheeses. And then everything bagel seasoning on top. I don't know if those got warmed quite through, but.
Oh, really? There's more board games over there, by the way, if you want to look.
You can take some of these up to Seth.
Don't take a finger.
Liz.
All right. I told her we would have some more.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, my word, says Ardbeggy.
Right,
time for a dram. All right.
camera.
Hold on. We're coming back.
Slicing
Look at this.
up.
Yeah, we don't want to see an accident. Hold on. Let me get
Accident,
back on
please.
it. You could be a rookie. You don't know what's going on there. Hold on a second. Okay, you're handing that over. Let me set that there. And look at this.
Mm-hmm.
It's on screen. Oh.
They're still cold. Go back on.
All right. They're going to. Ooh, that topper you got. That's bagel seasoning?
Everything bagel.
Mmm.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get heat.
Oh, yeah. They haven't. The cheese hasn't yet melted. It's just started. Still delicious.
Yeah,
So those
still
are
good. A
good.
little bit of the smoke in there.
Oh, yeah. A touch of the smoke. So those are going to go back on for a little bit. Let's see. And back from dinner myself. In the afternoon, he still has on government-issued gloves. I don't know. He's got these black baker's kind of gloves. I don't know what he's got going on. Oh, they're smoking gloves. They're insulated, is what he just told me. Yeah, those need to melt just a little bit more. Very good, though. Let me see. Weight. Are those OJ's gloves? G-cap. See if I can show that on there. G-cap. Boom. Love it. Serving size, 1 per pan. Yes. Let's see. What do we got here? Chris Banks Wildlife. Pretty sure the fire pit is at Bart's because Scott's son is picking him up at the end of the boom. Yeah. The fire pit is at my house. So we'll be filming behind my house here when we close up at 9 o'clock. Ooh, nice.
Not quite heated up. Still good.
OJ Fryer says, give me gloves. Give me my gloves.
Hey Siri,
we can hear Scott off screen. The mic is picking him up. Oh, so they could hear you.
Right. Probably a little bit. It's better where you're at, but
got it. Well, come on back. This is where Scott is amazing. So now this
Rob's missing out. He could be enjoying this.
Yep, he could. Now, this is how 12 hours of boom has to be done because we go straight through. So you'll be along for the ride as we go. Do go check out, when you get a chance, our merch site at scotch-dummies.com. You go to the merch. We've got the Warrior packs there, but there's some new glasses in there as well. So with the dummy stamp and the new style.
Jimmy Leg wants to know if your backyard is still recovering from the fire.
Oh, it came back great. It was back within like a month of that. Bermuda can burn off the top. It actually was good for it.
What scotch goes well with sliders? Whatever you got in your glass.
Ooh, this famous grouse for sure. That'll keep me going.
Amy says retirement and empty nest for Scott, the good life. Almost empty nest. We have our 19-year-old. He's a freshman in college going to Wichita State University. He's living at home. The 21-year-old is out on his own.
Yeah, he moved out. Next thing you know, you're going to be a grandpa. Yep. Then you'll have the little grandkids running around.
One more. I brought you in one more just in case you wanted
I like
a little bit more.
Talk. They are delicious. That bagel seasoning on top is really nice.
Yep.
But I see what you're saying. It's hot up here, but it didn't melt the cheese yet.
Well, the smoker is kind of full, so they're sitting on top of the ribs. They're wrapped already, so they're not getting that heat underneath per se. Could go turn. Well, I've got the jalapeno poppers on the bottom though too.
Oh, you're good. Those are delicious.
Good lunch. Good lunch break.
Yeah.
Little ham and cheese.
Scott, best grandpa ever. Right.
A lot of YouTube notifications. Some Scotch Test Dummies are going live every hour, it looks like.
We'll lose some subscribers over that.
Who was up next? Oh, Roy. Aquavitae going to come in and talk about the online Scotch Whiskey Awards.
That'll be a nice thing.
Yep.
The YouTubers that'll be involved, the whiskey tubers.
Now, he was in earlier. I doubt he'll tune in all day. We had Grace from Ireland tuning in.
Waterford.
Colin would have been on Isla, but he was over by London for his Gam.
He was in Reading, just west of London.
And so our international guests, we lined up early.
Yes, get them
because
out.
They're 6 hours ahead
of us.
Roy is coming on 1 p.m. Central with us, so it's 7 o'clock for him. Still kind of early for Roy.
So, yeah, we wanted to get all of the European guests on early in what would be our morning, so that they weren't staying up till 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
Eric Waite wants to know if we brought anything back from Texas last week. I picked up 4 bottles down there. The Blackened Willet, which is reviews coming up. No spoilers. I picked up a 15-year Dickel single barrel from Specs.
Yeah.
And opened it last night or the night before. Had a little sample.
A 15-year. Really?
Yeah.
No spoils?
No spoilers. Glen Scotia 15. And another scotch. I picked up 2 scotches and the Highland Park Cask Strength.
You got to go with that look.
That's right.
Again. Look at that.
It's out of focus now.
Really? Looks like it's in focus.
Maybe it's the data stream. There it goes. That looks better. I just tuning in.
I just wanted to pop over. Nothing like seeing your light in the background there. So we'll come back off of that.
We did the famous grouses not too long ago, the smoky black and the ruby cask. For the money, both were surprising.
Yes.
And then, like I said, the other day I was running around, I saw ruby cask somewhere around town here. It was $15. That's unbelievable.
That's
buy.
very good.
That's a great
very
buy.
good buy. Mm-hmm.
Like, just let me even try it with the ham and cheese.
Oh, it goes
slider.
well with it. It's a very nice combination. So it's like a little daily drinker, a little nice sipper. Especially, I'm going to say again, when it gets later into the evening, I really can't do the high proof alcohols much. It just kind of irritates the stomach. That's one of the bad things about getting old. What happened?
GCAP wants us to open up Good Cop, Bad Cop. I think we should open up bars, and I should enjoy it instead of just mine all the time.
Nope.
Bart does have Good Cop,
It's
Bad
too
Cop.
high proof.
I showed it to Michael the other night, let him try it. My nephew.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, that is good. I was like,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
it is.
It is.
Bought it
was
strictly
fun.
just on the name.
Name alone. Good Cop, Bad Cop. I don't even know how it got the name.
That's a good question.
A lot of honeys, a lot of vanillas, very flavorful, very nice.
I think it's nice up front, and it socks you in the back.
That sounds like Good Cop, Good Cop. Little rabbit punch. Boom. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy leg.
We had we started with a 40%er. We went to the Boonhaven, one of the phase releases at 58%, a little bit higher, but lighter pour.
I wanted more of that too.
2 drams of Waterford though at 50%, but a
true.
little bit lighter pours. And then back to a 40%er famous grouse.
Right. But I don't think you poured a full ounce there.
No, that might have been close,
Really?
maybe.
All right.
We'll see, because the new glasses will have that line on them.
That's a good point. You can get the line.
Now, I don't know that it's going to be exact. You know, there could be a little variance from glass to glass depending on where the
Shouldn't be too far off.
laser etcher lines up.
Okay. Maybe if the etcher was a little off.
Yeah.
But you could always have one of those little bartender little 1 ounce pours, test it and say, okay, I got to go a little bit below the line, a little bit above the line. Either way, it's still a neat thing because you can say that is roughly 1 ounce.
We had to pay a little bit more for them because they had to set. It was there's the logo and there's that line they had to set.
Yeah. I think if I was setting up the deal, though, I'd tell you, well, you're going to have to pay a little more. You're going to have to pay a little more for that line.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
I was like, do it.
Do it anyway. Do it. All right. So we're not even halfway here.
Oh, yeah. On the day.
Right. So I love Roy talking about the awards that the Whiskey Tubers will come forward with. And I think there's 42 different YouTubers? And is it just YouTube or is it podcasters?
No, just YouTube.
Okay, just YouTube. And I know Ralphie and Roy are the two that have spearheaded this. It's a very nice idea to see, that'll be something else that, it can be awarded to the distilleries. And it kind of edges up, hey, that YouTubers we're reviewing whiskey. So, everything else was always tied to like a magazine or something or whatever. So it's nice that they went and got that huge work done on setting it up. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, 24. Oh, I had it reversed. Instead of 42, it's 24.
I was thinking 21, but yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. I did the little whoop, little flip.
What is that in metric?
Around.
What's that in metric numbers?
Still the same, 24. Just be 24.
Maybe that's for metric. That's 24 in metric.
Got it. Yeah. I think I just transposed said numbers. 42, 24. So still doing good. Let's see. Christmas on Crestline seems like that line is one Gene will allow me to cross. Wow.
What
cross the line.
Give us some comments on the 12 Hours of Boom being in October.
Yeah.
I think we're happy with it.
Oh yeah.
Moving it out of July until now. And actually, we didn't even get that much prep time in with this because all of a sudden we realized, hey, if we had talked about moving it to October, it would line up with our anniversary of our YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden it was late September. And we were like, hey, if we want to do the 12 hours of boom in October, we need to get this going. And we just didn't really have, I don't think, as much prep time as we have in the past. But
right.
I'm liking it so far.
Yeah.
And the campfire.
Yeah, it's always
be a
a way
little
to
bit
end.
better.
It'll be nice. You'll want to gather around the fire.
I did think
instead of
Cousin
sweating.
Shane and Shakes Pennington would be here by now for a little bit of song and dance.
I didn't know when we started. I thought they would come in at about 2, because if you think about it, 2 to 9 or 2 to 10, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So I wasn't overly surprised. Now he's putting on the black gloves again. So he's got these murder gloves. Hold on, he says they don't fit, and that you must have quit. Let's see. GCAP, hey, okay, that's the crosstalk. Lana says she likes it. I have more time in October than midsummer. Great. Yeah, me too. Well, we got a door left open. It's going to bring in the flies. Hello. Let's see. Christmas on Crestline. The wizard has yet to enter the building. The wizard has yet to enter the building. Nurse Dave says, don't bend over. Don't bend over when you put those gloves on. Let's see. There we go. Sliders are back.
Not good, they're good enough.
All right. And then when we take our break here, I'll run some of those up to the family upstairs so they can give them a try. Let's see. Pretty sure I've never drank 12 hours straight, says Michael Hassler. I had not until we did our first 12 hours of boom, and I overdid it slightly. I remember we were in like our 9th or 10th hour, and I wasn't sure. I think I had to skip around even. And then we learned to pace ourselves. Yeah, pace ourselves.
I don't know if it was necessary. Well, it's
Christmas on Crestline. Scott called Shane the wizard in number 1.
Oh, I said a wizard is never late.
A wizard is never late. A wizard is never late. He arrives exactly when he attends. Now, have you ever read about the
Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings. I've read
half
Hobbit.
of it.
Oh, half.
Yeah, I've read The Hobbit. I've read about half of Lord of the Rings, but I've watched the movies about
20 million times. Yeah. So what? You just get overdone halfway through the books? Or?
No excuse. No.
Oh, no excuse.
Yeah.
Okay. Loses you.
Haven't.
See, I want to read them. I want to read them because I know there's going to be so much more detail. A big fan of the books was telling me that their husband reads the novel, the big Lord of the Rings, every year. And he was so mad with the movies because they cut out, she named some character, and that was her husband's favorite character. So I'm like, woo, character was cut out.
We got to watch the extended edition. If you do Lord of the Rings movies, you got to watch the extended.
Got to watch extended.
All right. There's the sliders. I'm going to go grab, I think, the jalapenos.
Okay. Sliders coming around. What time? I got to look. It's so weird that mine is off.
Here's 2 or 3 minutes ahead.
Oh, yeah. 38. So, let's see. What do we got coming on here? Actually, I've got to work off of his. Can't work off of mine. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can for comments, I think. Time for a dram. Let's see. What is it? Whoops. It jumped on me. You mean winter? Okay, there we go. Wow. Jumped 5 comments. Remind me where the inception of 12 Hours Boom came from. Wrestling tag team. We were sitting around. Well, actually, I know right where it came from. So there's a board game channel, which is where I first started doing videos. It's called the Dice Tower. They're huge now. And they would do a 24-hour live show where they would play games for 24 hours straight. And they would always fly in a guest. So there would be, Rich Summer from, he was in The Devil Wears Prada, and he was on Mad Men, huge board gamer. So they flew him in once, and he was on the show. Now, they're not some people stay up the full 24, some end up crashing or whatever, but they just game and they have cameras down on their board games. And there's a whole thing, just like watching video gamers. There's a whole thing on board gaming. So they were doing that. And then I said, man, we should do something similar. And we decided, well, let's do 12 and have different guests that come on. And it was born. So that's what kicked us in. All right, you're switching. Here we go. We're coming over. I'm going to pick up the camera here in a second. And we're coming in. And here we go. Look at this. So there you are.
Not quite as much to look at. Jalapenos half filled with my cream cheese, and then cheddar and Gouda on top, and a little splash of sriracha just in case they're not hot enough.
Ooh-wee. Look at that. In case they're not hot enough.
In case the jalapenos
Bam.
not hot enough for you.
Yeah. Then you can come back.
Slider.
All right. The sliders are good. Let me see if I can get this off. We got to do that. And boom. Ooh, don't hit that button. I'm going to hit remove. Hello.
Yeah, no, you got to be careful. I do that too. I'm always like, okay, make sure I'm hitting.
Yep. All right. I got some water. Looking good. So that's where the boom came from. Matter of fact, on the board game side, Trey Parker from who just signed a new contract from Comedy Central fame and in South Park, he was their last guest they had come down there. So he's a huge gamer. But he laughs because he's like, here we go. But that was where the idea came from. So, but let me hop up and get one of these. I know we only got about 3 minutes left.
Well, and we did miss 2020, 12 hours of boom because of COVID and the riots. It might be a little warm yet. Might let those sit. So 2020, we did 2017, 2018, 2019. We're pretty sure we did 3 years in a row.
What do you think?
We skipped 2020 and we're back. And like we said, we lined this up in October. We wanted to for the cooler weather. And then also it's in conjunction with our anniversary, which is 8 years for us. Mm-hmm. We had to look it up earlier. It is October 18th. We thought it was October 23rd, actually, today. Or we knew it was this area, but October 18th of 2013, we posted our first review, Kalila 12. Mm-hmm. It's not good. Go watch it.
Oh, it's good. That's a funny show.
The whiskey is good. The review,
I thought the review was all right. What do we say about it? I mean, it wasn't good enough. We came back 100 episodes later, re-reviewed it. Yes, and we understood whiskey so much more even by then. Mm-hmm. I will admit that. I think that was the first time I'd ever had Kalila.
I don't remember. I don't remember why we picked it.
I know you grabbed it and just said you thought it'd be good. We didn't know how to say it right.
Yeah.
Which still happens. Come on. If there's Gaelic involved, what are you going to do?
Oh, is Colin back in here watching again? Yep. Attic all Isla Whiskey is tuning in. Well, he says he's met J.R. Tolkien's granddaughter.
Oh, really? Wow.
She showed him the original Hobbit book written in pencil with charcoal sketches.
Holy moly, that was cool.
That would be neat. Yep.
Is the bagel topping sweet or savory?
It's not sweet. It's a salty, savory mix. It's kind of like sesame seeds, onion, I think a little garlic, pepper. I forget. But yeah, it's a salty, savory.
Sam, who is an early follower, says, nah, all your reviews have been great. It's the chemistry between you two. Mm-hmm. We've talked about that. Because sometimes at work, we would get into this thing where we would be firing back and forth at work and people would just come in and watch the show and we weren't filming nothing. It was pre-show.
Right. Well, I think they're probably tired of watching us eat.
You may get more of it.
I need to get an invite out to Roy for the next episode. So tune in 15 minutes. We'll be back.
We'll be back
with episode 5
Woo!
Of the 2021.
We're not even halfway yet.
12
not
hours
even
of
halfway.
boom. Limited
Roy
edition
is going to take us the rest of the way to the halfway. All right. Shut her down, boy. Scotch it. Sorry, I forgot. You Scotch gods. I know you were looking at the camera.
Launch it.
Dummies. I was eating.